Every White House has a decorations person, and I'm sure they have a fancier title, but I'm talking about the person that's in charge of the chandeliers, the crown molding. Which gold matches the other gold? The person who finds out if Home Depot is having a sale on cheap glued-on embellishments. Typically, this would, historically speaking, be one of the least controversial and dangerous jobs in Washington. Seemingly, you cannot start an international incident with drapes, one would assume. Well, to that I say, hold my hard hat. Because the Financial Times is reporting that Rodney Mims Cook Jr., the chairman of the U.S. Commission of Fine Arts, aka the decorations guy, the man that's overseeing that billion-dollar White House ballroom, was quietly issued a diplomatic passport, given a security detail, and sent to Russia. And no, he wasn't just asking Putin if the curtain matches the drapes. Instead, Cook attended Putin's economic forum in St. Petersburg. And they, whoever they are, call this event Putin's Davos. And the United States has not sent anyone to attend this since 2018. Russian oligarchs that are under heavy sanctions are some of the featured panelists here. And all of this, sending Cook over there, happens while Russia is in the middle of a war with Ukraine. A drone strike actually happened too close for comfort, according to Rodney Cook Jr. Of course, Cook was there officially to make a cultural visit, where he found time to buddy up with Russian officials, even showing off pictures of his Atlanta dacha, the Russian term for a second home where you go to relax. And look, I'm from the South. I frequent Atlanta, and not just the airport. I've never seen a dacha in Atlanta. But Atlanta does have an obscene amount of Waffle Houses, and Atlanta, to be fair, has a lot of great culture. After all, they gave us Outkast, MLK, The Walking Dead, and the Super Soaker. And after presumably talking about his hash brown order, double plate, scattered, covered top, that's the only way to go, Rodney Cook met with Anton Koyakov, a senior aide to the Vladimir Putin. But he didn't stop there, because then he went and had a Q&A with Putin himself, where he delivered, quote, "a good hello from your friend Donald Trump," and then said, "we have a lot of ideas to talk about between our two capital cities in the next week." Putin told him he was pushing the puck back to Donald Trump. Cook even brought an actual hockey puck back from Putin and put it on the Resolute Desk, much to President Trump's amusement. Yeah, hockey puck from Putin's orbit on the Resolute Desk, the desk where Kennedy stared down the Cuban Missile Crisis, that is now displaying a chunk of vulcanized rubber from a war criminals cultural committee. And the President of the United States was amused. And by the way, who approved this mission? The Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, said back in June he wasn't aware that this visit was taking place. I mean, that's weird, right? Our nation's top diplomat unaware that a diplomatic passport went to the White House decorator? Either Rubio is out of the loop on his own passports, or the loop was built to go around him. Either way, it's scary as hell. And look, we all know, all of us know that Cook wasn't there just to talk with Putin about carpet samples and light fixtures. So what do you think they were talking about? What's the most plausible explanation for why the ballroom guy needs secret meetings with the Kremlin? Tell me in the comments, what were these guys actually talking about? Because this is just speculation. Make that clear. I think Cook was sent there to discuss Iran, Ukraine, and I think that people like Putin, Xi, and even, yes, Kim Jong-un are in on the November fun that Donald Trump may have planned. Again, it's just my personal feelings here. And you have to understand, though, for any of this, why they used Rodney Cook Jr., the ballroom guy. Because nobody watches the ballroom guy. You send a special envoy, get scrutiny. Secretaries, they'll end up testifying under oath. But your fine arts chairman, with a fresh diplomatic passport, gets to slide right into Putin's Davos to engage in a dialogue of cultures. And look, you can call it culture all you want, but this is a back channel carrying a paint swatch. But that back channel is still a back channel. And yet, somehow, this story was barely a blip on the corporate networks. They've already moved on. So do me a favor, hit that notification bell, because every time we follow up, I want to make sure you actually see it. And if you're able, consider becoming a member, because members are how independent outlets like us keep pulling the threads like this after cable lets go of them. And of course, we all know, if you want to destroy my sweater, hold this thread while I walk away.